Hey there, happy new year to everyone who celebrates New Year's. Of course, you know it's your girl, Morticia Sherman, that unapologetic therapist out here reaching out to the community, talking about mental health and the impact it has on our community. So, with today being the first day of the year, I decided that I was just going to go in, come sit down and talk to the audience, talk about different things when it comes to mental health and mental health awareness. You know, you girl, I'm very unapologetic in what I talk about, but I do it in love, total unconditional love. So I'm going to welcome you to 2025. I call 2025 the year of blessings beyond human comprehension. How so? Because we as human beings, we have to put life together and we always want to do it at the beginning of a year. Why we can't do this every day? So I'm going to get into that. We're going to talk about a lot of things that are going on out here in the community when it comes to mental health and mental health awareness. I just really want to expose you to, having a better mental health well-being. You really plan things, and then when things don't happen according to how you plan them, how do you respond to those things? So without further ado, I have to talk about the things that are going on for 2025. Of course, yes, I am still hosting the For the Love of Basketball and Mental Health fundraiser that's going to go on February 22nd and 23rd. I really hope you guys will be able to participate, come out, bring out the mental health awareness in the community. I had a challenging thought of why do a fundraiser but then give funds away? Well, that's the reason why you have a fundraiser, to be able to promote in the community awareness and things that are going on outside in the community when it comes to mental health. Now, another thing that I'm doing is I'm opening it up. It is for adults. Yes, it is. It is for adults, but we're also needing vendors who feel like they can impact the mental health community with their products and services. Everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to smell good. Everybody likes to eat. Everybody likes to dance. Everybody likes to do certain things. And these things can be incorporated with your mental health and mental health awareness. So if you know that you just want to get out here and do some b-balling to help a worthy cause, because I know we all have been impacted by mental health to some form of capacity, or you know someone, or you've encountered it, or you had your own time of sadness and depression, or been diagnosed with a mental health disorder, doesn't make you any less of a person than someone who has not been diagnosed with a mental health illness. So it's already open. It's been open since October 15th for registration. If you don't know how to get in touch with me, please reach out to me. You can call me by my cell phone. The cell phone number is listed at the bottom. I need the community to be aware and to get out here. I'm not going to stop. This is me. This is how I am. This is what I'm going to do unapologetically, and I say this with the almost sincere heart and love and compassion for my community. And it's not just about the Black and brown community anymore, because we're all impacted. It's just some people want the information, others don't. And I am for everybody. But if you choose not to take that necessary step to make your mental health more aware for the 2025 year, hey, I'm here for you. Let's go. Let's get it in. So with that, now the symposium is still happening too. So be on the lookout for the rescheduling. We have everything that we need. We're talking to some great people. Let me tell you, January is already kicking off with a great banker for me. I have some people that are like, hey, I'm tired of suffering in silence. I'm tired of dealing with this in silence. And people need to see my face. People need to know that, just because I'm a celebrity don't mean that I don't have issues. Just because I'm an athlete don't mean that I don't have issues. Just because I'm a mom, just because I'm an artist. all of these things. Be on the lookout for things that are happening here on this podcast, because I really want to be able to impact, empower the community. I want to welcome you to the show. You're open to leave comments. Let me know how things are going for you for 2025. But I want to get on this one topic. I'm going to give you some food for thought, some brain for thought. So, mental health and mental health treatment has been a huge gap for not just our culture, but for generations, for so many people. You have people who want the service, you have people who need the service, and you have the people who it's like, I'm too ashamed to even do that. But why he can't is looking forward to opening its own facility this 2025, so you won't be embarrassed about having, to meet up with a psychotherapist or a counselor in regards to what you're processing and how you're processing it. I am so excited. Like I said, this year is the year of blessed beyond human comprehension, and you got to grab hold to that. Grab hold to what you want and what you believe, excuse me, that you deserve for 2025. Excuse me. Let me tell you, I've been talking. I gotta do this. So sorry. So, yeah, suicide, and I don't want to seem so daunting and everything for the beginning of the year, but we have to grab a hold to our mental health. And a lot of times, because we don't see things in our life transpire the way that we want them, we think something is wrong. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong at all. Your timing is not God's timing. And believe me, when his timing happens, it's going to blow your mind to the fact that you're going to be like, I sat up here and cried and threw a tantrum only to know that this is greater than me. Everything that I do, I know is bigger than me. Just like this podcast. I know this podcast is bigger than me. This podcast is just giving me a platform to open a door for people who feel like that they're silenced and they're not being heard. I'm here to talk for you. I am who I am. I tell my clients all the time, there's not a heaven or hell that I can put you in. So this is a judgment-free zone, as well as there's nothing, no one that I meet or encounter have been through that I haven't already been through already. And if I haven't, let's figure this journey out together so we can make sure that you're at the peak and the top of your game mentally. When we say mental health, the fun fact, I was able to pull up, and it's sad. No, it's not. I take that back. It's not sad, but it's very great to know that there can be mental health fun in regards to mental health. And the term mental health refers to a range of conditions from good health to severe. So, on a podcast that I did not so long ago, I talked about the 4 different clients in mental health, and maybe 5. But if you want to hear about that, go back into my YouTube channel and you can visit when I talked about that. And I believe that was with my guest. Her name, actually, no, it was with my guest from the LGBTQ community. His name is Ray Bell. Ray brought about some great information about the LGBTQ community and what has transpired. Also, if you have locks like me and you're trying to take care of your hair and want to know about your hair and good things, that was my very first podcast with San, and it's called On the Couch with San. It's called Behind the Chair and on the Couch with San and Morticia. You can see that on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to get to the nuts and bolts of why I did today. Today, you have a lot of people who are gearing up to do vision board parties, resolutions, fitness goals about what they want to do in life and what they want to transpire, what they want to see happen in 2025. So The reason why I decided to do the podcast today is because I really want you to be mentally prepared to do these things. A lot of times, and I remember I was one who did a vision board. I've seen things transpire and I've seen things come to pass after doing a vision board. But in the meantime, the wait and the waiting period of seeing these things caused me at times to feel like I was missing the mark. It caused me at times to feel like I was putting things on paper or on this board that was not going to happen. It caused me to believe, it really tested my faith and it really tested my belief in if I was really writing this vision board or doing this vision book or doing this vision binder or doing these resolutions or doing these goals and setting these goals, if I was really being realistic. So mental wise, I want, and I'm commissioning every single person, before you do your vision board, before you do your resolution, before you set some goals, before you do these things, I need you to check your mental. And the reason why I say check your mental is because your mental health, everything starts with the mind. Everything comes from a thought. Everything starts with you envisioning a situation that you want to see yourself. Hey, I remember, and I'm going to say it. I remember when I was 258 pounds, I didn't say I wanted to lose weight. Something transpired in my life that caused me to drop weight. I think I dropped like 70 something pounds in less than 2 weeks. And that can happen. That can truly happen. You can actually lose a lot of weight at a short period of time, depending on what transpired. And at that time, I went into a deep depression when I was married, and I lost over 70 plus pounds, but it wasn't a part of my resolution. It was just something that happened. It wasn't even a goal. That's why I say when you're doing these vision boards and you're doing these vision board parties and you're doing all these things that you want to do and you see yourself in these situations, you see yourself, losing the weight, getting a better job, finding a spouse, getting into better relationship, getting into business. I need you to check your mental first. Because if you're having a healthy mental well-being, you will see results a lot faster than you would if you're just writing these things out on paper. A lot of times we take pictures. I remember, and I'm gonna go there. Going to a vision board party, it's like, hey, just take the magazine and you just cut out all this stuff. So you're cutting out all these pictures and things that you want to see, and you're putting these on the board, and you're not really giving them any thought. You're just excited. You're excited about doing these things. You're excited about, hey, I'm going to be at a vision board party. Hey, I'm going to do a vision binder. Hey, I'm going to do a vision book. Someone contacted me and told me, hey, come join my workout class because I want you to help you lose this weight. I want to help you do these things again, because we are emotional buyers. We are emotional people, even when we think that we're not. We're emotional when we see things and it triggers something inside of us that makes us happy and want to step out and do these things. Then we jump out and we do them, and you sign up for this gym membership, but you don't go. That's a mindset. You sign up for this eating plan, and I don't want to throw out companies out there, which I wish they would, contact us at Why He Can't, and let us know how can we help them pull in the right type of people where they can stay in membership, and there's not just sign up for membership, but hey, that's the thought. But you have all these TV programs going on. You have all these fitness programs going on out here. Come get on this elliptical. Come get on this bike. Come do these things. But if your mindset is not there, it's not going to be consistent. If your mindset is not there for you to work out on a continual basis, for you to go to the gym on a continual basis, for you to be consistent in your membership, starts with here first. And start off with smaller goals. Not to say that you can't think of bigger goals, but stair step them. Stair step your goals. Make them tangible. Make them worth it. Make yourself really believe and celebrate each time that you do it. If you said, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds, and in a week you lost 2 pounds, celebrate those 2 pounds. If you say, I want to go to the gym 5 days out of the week, but you've been to the gym at least 3 days out of the week, celebrate that. Because again, we are emotional spenders. We will buy something really quickly and then later on it fizzles out. Okay. So, as unapologetic as I can be to you, check your mental well-being before you commit to these things, because you want to make sure that when you're committing to these, that it's a purpose behind it, that you're really wanting to do this for yourself. Don't wait until the doctor tell you your blood pressure is 250 over 190 for you to say, oh my God, I think I need to take blood pressure medication, or oh my God, I think I need to go and do this and I need to do that. You already knew that your blood pressure was high. You already knew your sugar was high. You already knew these things was high, but it goes to the mind. It starts with the mental before you can fully commit to doing these things that you need to do. Okay? For me, and I'm putting myself out there. There's plenty of times I just signed up for a gym membership and I would go. I would get bored and then I would just not go anymore. There's plenty of times I've signed up for other memberships. I would go. I was not committed. And then I would just be there doing that. Why? Because my mind was not ready. My mind was not ready for me to start going to the gym. My mind was not ready for me to start doing these subscriptions. My mind was not ready. So I'm spending out money and then I'm turning around and I'm looking like, why did I spend out all this money to do these things? So when we talk about our mental well-being, that means we need to be mentally healthy and mentally committed to do these things. And why I'm saying that is because as a psychotherapist, therapy is the one thing that has to start with here also. I get clients all the time. They'll start, and because they're really not focused and they're really not committed and they're really not ready, they will stop. They'll stop coming. They'll stop with, they'll come up with all kind of excuses as to why they can't come to therapy anymore. No matter how much I say, are you really prepared to start this journey? Because one thing I could say about therapy, it's ugly before it's beautiful. It's always ugly before it's beautiful. It's always ugly because we got to dig in, we got to do some things. But are you really ready for a therapy session? Mindset. I really, I really don't want to go inside of here and have therapy, because then they're going to find out about me and they're going to find out I have this addiction and they're going to find out I have that addiction and they're going to find out that I do this and they're going to find out that's what we need to do. We need to find out those things about you to make you mentally prepared for your next journey, to make you mentally aware of the things that's blocking you. We help come in to tear down those walls and prevent that blockage. We come in and we help you assess your situation. I do it myself. Transparency, unapologetic. I found out I was a paper hoarder. I got so many tablets, notebooks, papers, all of this, but I felt like if I got rid of it, I would lose it. No, I have a scanner. If it's important, I scan it. If it's not important, it goes to file 13 to go to the process shredder. Because I had to change my thinking. I had to change my mindset. I had to change things that were going on in my head about why I held on to that paper. Before then, I was a jar container hoarder. I held on to jars and containers and stuff like that. But my mindset, it was my mindset. So, new year, new mindset. But even having a new year and a new mindset, you need to change your stinking thinking of how you think about things when you do them. And I'll go back to again these memberships, these vision board parties. As a matter of fact, if you're watching, I want you to share this with people who have vision boards that's been holding on to them for years because they're waiting for those things to happen on those vision boards. And I would like for you to contact everybody that you know and ask them, tell them, send it to me on social media on Facebook. You can send it to my DM. I don't care. Send me that vision board. Send me a picture of that vision board. Send it to me, and I will tell you about your mindset. Send it to me, and I will tell you where your mindset was when you did that. Send it to me, and I will show you how to change your mindset so you can see those things to come into fruition. But again, until we change the way that we think, how can you see the tangible things of life? True enough, you'll see somebody say, hey, I want a Rolls Royce. Well, where your mindset at? They'll say, I want to buy a house. Where your mindset at? Can you save money now? Can you put money out to the side without spending it? Can you do things that are necessary to where when you do get your house, or you do get your Rolls Royce, or you do buy your building, or you do get this marriage or this relationship or this friendship or whatever you want, do you have the right thinking to keep this for good? Do you? Because I could say for myself, and I'm very transparent, I've had relationships, and a lot of times because of my past, my thinking was very stinky. So I would end up not self sabotaging, but I would hope that the person would do something so I can walk away. I was hoping, but not given an opportunity to let somebody know that they can love me and I can love them back because I had it in me, but I was too afraid to give it. So you see this shirt I have on, says unapologetically therapizing individuals, the new UTI. I have on this army green. I'm ready for war this 2025. I really am, because I want individuals who are around me in my circle. I want you to hold us both accountable because we need to change our thinking. There's so many millionaires out here, but how can you be a millionaire when you're, and I'm gonna say it almost like Brown from Tyler Perry? How you gonna sit up there and have a millionaire mouth, but then you have a hundred air mindset? Yeah, take that. You keep saying, "Oh, I'm a million. I want to be a million. I want to be a millionaire, and I want to have all this money," but you can't even save a dollar. You have a hundred air mindset. Been there, done that. I was just at a point where I was like, I'm not, I'm gonna wake up when I want to wake up. Like I don't have a job. I have a 9 to 5, well, eight to 5, outside of what I do as a private practice therapist under supervision. Now, I have this whole mentality thing that I'm preparing myself for 2025. I've invested. I'm going to continue to invest because my mentality has changed. I am looking for people who really want to be a part of this, but your mind has to be, you want it just as bad as I do, because I want it bad. I want people to win. I want people. I love to see people win. If you call me and say, Martisha, I just got enrolled in school, I'm celebrating with you when we're going to lunch, because I want to celebrate with you when we're going and have dinner. Because when you have those type of people in your circle, it changes your mentality. It changes your mindset. So that's another thing. Look at your circle. Look at your inner circle. And if they're not challenging the things that are coming out your brain, that are coming out your mouth, then you need to change that too. You know, I'm all about winning. I'm so for it. I'm so for people winning and doing the best that they can in life. You know, what about it? What about what? Changing your circle? Change them. It's okay. They're human. They're going to feel it for a moment. Then they'll walk away. They'll think about it. But everything starts with the mind. Everything starts here. Everything starts here. So, Morticia, the unapologetic therapist, I'm investing in why he can. Why he can is investing in me because it wants to see me win. I'm investing in things that I know that is going to take me to a different level because my mindset has changed. I'm going to tell you something too. I remember in the beginning when I first started Trailblazers in Motion. For those who know about Trailblazers in Motion, that's the side of a company, that's my nonprofit that deals with college strategy and getting kids back into the swing of things and getting them prepared for continued education. I started this way back in 2009 when my daughter, who's in California, first went off to college. And when she went to college, we didn't know about out of state fees. She went on a full ride at that time. I don't like the quotes, but yeah, she went on a full ride for volleyball to Cal State East Bay. And at that time, being a single mom, as a matter of fact, I was married, but I stepped away from my marriage. I walked out because it was a lot. But my daughter went off to college, and in that, I had to learn about out of state fees and this, that, and the other. And I was coming across parents that was dealing with the same thing. So that's when Trailblazers in Motion happened. Trailblazers in Motion has really been in business since 2009. We're a nonprofit, but now it's getting moved. It's under everything that's dealing with mental health because I'm finding out when kids are going to school. Remember the thing of the freshman 15? That's really not anything. That's a mentality. That's a mindset. Kid goes off to college, they're afraid. They don't know how to process and respond to things, when it comes to life. Life be lifing for them when they go to college. So getting them the proper tools. And I just so happen in a group of amazing women come across a young lady who does the same thing. And I say, you know what? I would love to collaborate with you. So 2025 for me is collaboration and investment. Collaboration and investment because I know that I can't do this journey on my own. So I'm asking God to put the people in my life to help me get to where He wants me to go, and they're called destiny helpers. I love that word, destiny helpers. They're helping me with my destiny. Mika, let me tell y'all, I met a young lady, Mika Diamond, and I met her on a radio show, not knowing that we were going to be working together for 2025. I'm so excited about the things that she's going to have, why he can, and the unapologetic therapist doing. I'm telling you, I told her the other day, I am like a kid at the candy store, fresh in the candy store. Never had candy before, but parents are taking me to the candy store. And it's like almost like the movie Elf with I forgot the comedian name on there where he played the elf and he was screaming, Santa's coming, Merry Christmas. Well, I'm screaming, the unapologetic therapist is coming and why he can't is doing it. So again, we have to start with the mindset. If you're going to do these resolutions, make sure that you check your mind first. Check your stinking thinking, because if you're not challenging the thoughts, and that's scriptural too, we have to challenge those things. We have to challenge those thoughts that come inside of our head, and challenging those thoughts is saying, hey, my mental, I need to check that. I need to check my mental. I need to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and I'm not doing it because of an emotion, but I'm doing it because this is something that I really need to do. So if you have not gone to the doctor and in years, go. Get the information. Get the information of what's going on with you. Get the information of what you need to do. And if you're holistic like I am, because that's how I am with being a psychotherapist, I'm holistic. I'm not finna give you no finna. Oh my goodness, that's too funny to me. I'm not DEA approved, so you don't have to worry about getting medication from me. Go. If you just really need to sit down and talk to a psychotherapist or a social worker counselor about goals that you have for 2025, come sit down and talk to us. I know plenty of people insurance has kicked in, started over. I am self-pay. The insurance panel is something else. I'm going to get into that in April. To get on the panel, I do accept it, but I accept it under someone else, and that's how I do insurance. But I try and make my self-pay affordable, not to be abused, but affordable for people who want to even get their mindset right. So before you create your vision board, before you create your resolution board, your vision binder, your goals, all of these things for 2025, I need you to check your mindset. Hey, Queena, check your mindset. Yes, please share. Check your mindset first, because again, everything starts with a thought. I can't help but to go back and say this over and over again. Your mental well-being is very important. It is key. It is vital for you to see for you to see the resolutions happen, for you to see those things manifest, for you to see the things that you're saying, I want to have for 2025 happen. Honestly, because your thoughts needs to be challenged. Unapologetically, I will challenge those thoughts. If you're telling me you want a brand new house, I'm going to ask you, what are you doing to get it? If you're saying you want a Rolls Royce, I want to say, how are you treating the automobile you have? If you're going to say, I want to do this, I want to travel, when was the last time you went somewhere locally and tipped the people correctly? If you want to say you want to go to these fancy restaurants, that's great. I don't knock that. But if your mindset is impoverished, if you're thinking millionaire status, but you're on a hundredaire mindset, it's not going to equate. It's not going to measure. It's not going to be a smart thing. And we already know when we talk about setting goals and everything, we go by the SMART scale. SMART. I do that with clients as well. What are your SMART goals? Be specific. What are we talking about? What are we doing? How are we getting there? How long is it going to take you to get there? When do you think it's going to happen? Measurable. How can I measure that? How can I measure the fact that you said that you want a house, but you can't even pay your rent on time for an apartment? What's your mindset? Those are the main two I'm going to hit you with. Can we be specific? What are you talking about you want? You want a 3-bedroom house, but you're in a 1-bedroom apartment. Now, the apartment rent is the same as a mortgage. But are you paying your apartment rent on time? I know it's due on the 1st, and mortgage can balance in between the 1st and the 15th. But can you really pay that? And if you can't, how can we help your mindset go from that 100-air mindset to that 1,000-air mindset to that millionaire mindset? Because we as therapists, we can be life coaches too. I'm a coach. I'll coach you through it as a therapist. I will. And I'm going to be realistic with you. My goal in 2019, when the pandemic happened, and I started a book actually in 2018, I set out that I wanted to buy a house. I had a house when I was married, but I wanted my own house. I wanted a house, and the main three things I wanted was a big backyard, a garage, and an amazing kitchen. Because you're like to cook, I do. I was eating too much fast food out there, and my mindset had me gaining more weight than I needed to, which ended up making me a type 2 diabetic. Yeah, yeah, your girl there. Okay. But I had to change my mindset of that it was carbs and it was sugar and no, it was stress. It was me eating bad, me eating late. It was doing things that I had no business doing, fried foods, chips, all this work. My excuse at work was I can eat these bad things because I'm stressed out. I had to change my mindset. So now I cook. I love to cook. I enjoy cooking. I ain't saying I love to cook for you to come to my house and try and get something to eat. I'll do that later, but um, I had to change my mindset. So that's my goal for you for 2025. If you're gonna do these resolutions, if you're going to do these vision board parties, these vision boards, these goals, these things that you want to see yourself do in 2025 that you said you was going to do in 2024 and 2023, 2022, 2021, check your mindset. Check your mind before you write them down. Are they specific? Are they measurable? Can you measure them? Are they goal oriented where they're really specific? And I need you to learn how to celebrate every time you meet an expectation that you have for yourself, not for somebody else, but expectation that you have for yourself. If you're expecting to change your mindset, just one thought at a time, just one can change your whole life. One thought at a time can change your whole life. Because I know I've changed mine with some different thoughts. May it be have been relationship, money wise, family, work, just different things. I had to change my mindset. I had to change the way I thought about things. I had to change the way I saw people because I had been hurt for so long. I was carrying that hurt, just like I was in my book, like a blanket. And I had to set that blanket on fire. And sometimes I had to set it on fire with me in it. Literally, not physically. I don't want nobody to set no blankets on fire physically. But literally, I had to set my life blankets on fire. And I'm still learning every day. But I celebrate every time when I see something that I've done that changed my life. So, being consistent, being persistent, changing your mindset, contact a psychotherapist, contact a social worker. When you're sitting down preparing this stuff, and no harm, no foul. If you're going to pay to go to a vision board party just to go, check your mindset before you go. Don't just go there. Oh, I'm just gonna go through all these magazines. I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna cut out all these things and put this on this board, knowing that's not where your mind is. You want to go to London? What will it take for you to get to London for a visit? Can you stay for more than just a day? Can you stay for a week? Can you stay for 2 weeks? What would it cost you to do these things? What would it cost you to go and hang out in Florida, New York, and not come home and feel like, oh my God, I just spent everything and all my bills are piling up? Mindset, new mindset, new year, new mindset. That's where we're going. That's what you're going to see. That's where I'm coming at you unapologetically. Because one, I don't want to see you fall apart because things are not transpiring the way that you want them because your mindset is not there. I don't want you to tell me, Martisha, I went such and such and such and such. But then when I see you when you get back, you're sad because you couldn't pay your bills or you couldn't do the things that needs to be done. One thing I want you to do, I need you to go. If you got insurance, go to the doctor just to find out. Doesn't mean you have to succumb to whatever the doctor says. Find out. If the doctor says you're in perfect health, stay that way. But keep your mindset in, although I'm in perfect health, I need to continue to do the things to keep me there. If you go to the doctor and they say, hey, you got a heart condition, what can I do to help that? Look at what you're doing. Look at what you're eating. Look at what's going on in your life. Look at those things and put a plan together to best help you mentally. When people have mental health crises and mental health issues, a lot of times it's an onset things. And it's an onset because they didn't pay attention to the signs. They didn't pay attention to the things that were transpiring because their mind was not there. Their mind was not there. So when you put things in order and you put things in place, I won't say it broke my heart to see a lot of people leave in 2024. But what bothered me was, were they mentally prepared to know that these things were happening? Were they mentally prepared to know that their blood pressure was high? Were they mentally prepared to know that they were eating too many carbs and that they were unhealthy? I said this last year. When we know better, we do better and we respond better. That's what we do. When you know better, you do better, you respond better. So, first of the year, go get your physical, go get your eye exam, go and get all the exams that they have for you. Ladies, go get your mammogram, go get your pap smear. Men, go get your colon. Go, even for women, go and get your colonoscopy. Go get these things so when you see it on paper, you will know how to best prepare for these things. Yeah, they're going to be scared because your mind is saying one thing, but you can change your mindset. You can say, hey, I'm going to be healthy. Well, how are you going to be healthy? Again, specific and measurement. Being specific. I'm going to get healthy because I'm going to eat better. I'm not telling you to change your eating habits overnight, but what I am asking you to do is to change one thing at a time. If you know you're eating potato chips, stop. Get a smaller bag. Compartmentalize it. Change it. Not compartmentalize it like some people do with their minds, but change how you're doing things. I'm going to be so on this all of 2025. Don't forget the love for the love of basketball and mental health. We're talking about that. Get your team together. We're going to be talking about that. For the love of basketball and mental health. Awareness. That's a fundraiser. Again, I was asked, why are you doing a fundraiser? It's to promote to the community. And we give back. We do. If anybody knows me, knows that when I give, I don't give for show. I give because I want to. I don't have to. I give because I want to. And I give from a mindset of not wanting nothing in return. I give from a mindset of, I want to see you win. I give from a mindset because it's coming from my heart that I want to see the best for you. My song person for this year, my artist for this year, and when I say I love this man because he is so hilarious. If anybody know Pastor Mike Jr., anybody know Pastor Mike Jr., tell him that he is my song person. He has this song that's getting ready to come out called Amen on January 10th. I'm so excited about hearing that. He has all kind of songs that are really motivating for you to change your mindset, because I love to hear his story about how he dealt with depression, how he dealt with not feeling adequate about life and not feeling like he was where he needed to be on this earth. And when I hear stories like that, it don't just touch me in my heart, it touches my mind, because it makes me think, and it lets me know that we're not all in this alone. We're not in this by ourselves. We're not growing through this by ourselves. We're not growing through life alone. So again, if you're going to create a vision board, you're going to go to a vision board party. If you're going to go and you have resolutions, you have goals, you have all these things that you want to see in 2025, send it to me, DM me, so we can talk about it. Because I want you to change your mindset before you put it on paper. I do. Because I don't want you to break a commitment that you have for yourself. I want you to be committed to doing these things. Commitment is amazing. I want you to be committed to see yourself win. I want you to be committed to doing those things. So if you signed up for a gym membership and you know you're not gonna go, why you do that? Go ahead and cancel that right now. If you sign up for a subscription that you know that you're not gonna be a part of and you're not gonna be actively involved in, don't do that to yourself. Again, we're emotional when we do things because it's like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that. But where's your mind before you signed up for it? Changing your mindset. Let's change our stinking thinking. We got to. It's time out for this plan. It's time out for us to say that we're going to do something and you're not even focused or committed enough to continue it. Unapologetically is what I'm telling you. Don't let me be the unapologetic one for you. I need you to be unapologetic for yourself. I need you to know that you're worth it. I need you to know that you're here because you have a purpose. I need you to know that I'm here for you to help you see your greatness in yourself. When I say that if you were not here at the beginning, January 2025 is already kicking off. Amazing for why he can't and the unapologetic therapist. It is. I have some people that are coming in and they're coming through. And they're coming through for you because they want you to know that you're not alone. And they're coming through because they know that it takes a community to promote awareness. I'm just the platform. I am. So I'm going to keep saying so because I think I don't like the word so. I'm going to have to change that for 2025. I'm going to have to find another word. Again, if you've already created your vision board, you've already created your goals and your resolution, come talk to me. Let's talk about it because I want you to be realistic, specific, measurable. I need you to have SMART goals for 2025. And in those SMART goals, seeing the success come through tangibly for you. If you say you want to save up $1,000, how are we going to do that? Realistically. If you say you want to save up $5,000, how are you going to do that realistically? If you're saying that you want to go back to church and you want to have a relationship with God and not a relationship, what does that look like for you? I'm going to ask those questions. Because again, I want to see you win. I do. This is the year of beyond blessings, beyond human comprehension. That means it's far beyond the thoughts that are in your head. It's far beyond because it's bigger than you. It's not about you, but it's bigger than you. But it can be about you because you'll reap the harvest. when you're walking in your right purpose, when you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, that you know you should be doing, but because mentally you're not there. I said it. I'll say it again. Mentally, you're not there. Unapologetically, I will say it again. Mentally, you're not there because you're doing it out of emotion. I have my circle and I'm challenging them, every last one of them. What are we doing? Where are we going with this? Are we changing this 100 air mentality and make us 1,000 air mentality? You know, I want to see you. You want to be a millionaire and that's your goal? How are we going to do this? Mentally. Because it all starts with a thought. Yeah, I want to win the lottery. Come on. Who don't? I played it. I ain't going to lie. Ain't no lying in me. You know, transparency. I didn't win, but I will. It may not be that type of lottery. God can send somebody my way because I'm changing my mindset. I'm changing the way I think about money. I'm changing the way I think about therapy. I'm changing the way I think about mental health. I'm changing the way that I think about things that are transpiring. If I want to see better. So I said, so again, I commission you. You got a vision board? You going to a vision board party? Take a picture of it, send it to me. DM it to me. I don't care. My DM can ring all day long. Send it to me. I want to see it because I want to see your mindset. I want to see, have you challenged the thoughts that come through your mind? I want to see, how can I challenge you to think outside of what you have on that board? Because I don't want you to just be putting pictures on there just so it can look pretty. That was another thing I did when I did vision boards. I did it because I wanted to look pretty. I wanted to do this, and they tell you, oh, walk by it and touch it and pray over it and do all this and do all that and all these things. But if your mind is not there, it's just a pretty poster. It's just a pretty book. It's just some resolutions that you wrote. It's just some goals that you wrote. It's just some things that you said that you wanted to do. But is your mind equipped to continue to move forward to see those things come to fruition? Are you thinking in the right direction? Or just because you put that on paper, on that poster board, do you really believe that those things can actually happen for you and happen to you? Come talk to the unapologetic therapist. We can have real conversations. We can sit down and joke and laugh and talk about different things because I'm not always serious. I'm not. We could be sitting down talking and I'll come up with a song while we're talking. Or I'll come up with a movie while we're talking and we can go and see. One of my favorite movies is Eat, Pray, Love. And I watched it so much that it was funny to me. I had to learn different things, but I watched it. But I'm a movie buff and I love music. I most definitely love art. So don't forget, I gotta bring that. We will be having the Tonight is the Night Mental Health Symposium. We're still having it. Because let me tell you, painting your trauma on a canvas, you don't want to miss that. I promise you don't want to miss that. Because there is so much on that canvas that you could tell yourself your whole story. But are you willing to share it? For the love of basketball and mental health, I hope to see you there. Even if you're just coming out just to play, to have fun. Registration for a team is $250. You could do, if you find people $25, $50 a piece, to form a team. If you don't have a team, let us know. We can get you a team together. It's all for the benefit of getting the word out there for mental health. But I need to change your mindset. How many people can you help in being a part of this? How many people can you help in getting a team and getting out there and having fun? Because there's going to be live entertainment, there's going to be a DJ, there's going to be dance, there's going to be food, um, and both of these things. And vendors. I am looking for vendors that really are out here unapologetically servicing the community with the right mindset. Yeah, we all want to make money, but what are you really doing it for? Are you doing it just to pay a bill? I think you need to be doing it to be impactful. Because when you do what you need to do, the people will come. Okay. So I have been live. I got some great comments. I'm hoping that you're sharing this with people. I'm hoping that you're ready for your 2025 year mentally, with your well being being intact, your mental well being being intact. Go to the doctor, get your physical, get your test done, and just change your life because you were meant to be here for a reason and for a purpose. But how long you're meant to be here is your mindset. Changing your mindset determines how long you're going to be here. It does. You're one burger away, one bag of potato chips away. Leave it alone. Leave that bag of potato chip alone, especially if you know that you have high cholesterol, your diabetes is high, your blood pressure is high. Eat some baked chips. Find out what's going on inside of that stuff. Change your mindset. That's the reason why I did the podcast for today. I'm here to celebrate you. I'm here to celebrate 2025, but I'm also here to commission and challenge you to change your thought process, to change your mindset, so you can have the 2025 that you want, so you can have the life and the dreams and the plans and the goals and the visions that you have for yourself. I'm here to challenge you. I'm here to commission you unapologetically to change your mindset, to change your mind. If you've never been to a therapist before, how can you say that you don't like therapy? If you never sat down and talked to a psychotherapist, how can you say that we don't do the work? How can you say that we don't think for the best for you? How can you say, is what I got to say about that. How can you say unapologetically that going to a therapist is not a benefit? How can you say that going to a therapist won't help change your life? How can you say if going to a therapist is not going to make your plans, your visions, your dreams, your goals on that vision board, your resolution and your goals have some specificness to it and also are measurable? How can you say? Tell me that. How can you say that meeting with me or someone else that does what I do is not a great benefit for your mental health? I heard so much about fear in 2025, 2024. Well, this military shirt with unapologetically therapizing individuals, I'm challenging you. So if you want to meet me at that challenge, and that challenge is free for right now. The challenge is free. Unless you want to acquire my services, then that's a whole different thing. But come talk to you, girl, the unapologetic therapist. Because in 2025, I want to see you win. And I want to see you win, not just in word and in deed, but in mentally. Being mentally well, and your mental well-being. So, any other topics you want to talk about? Hit your girl up. Let me know. I'm all for it, unapologetically. I'm going to get you there. And I want you to see your best 2025. I want you to see it all. And I'm going to celebrate with you every step of the way. So, I'm going to close out tonight. Let me know what's going on, what you got planned for 2025. I'm here to promote. Let me know if you got an event going on with your company, your business. How can we collaborate and connect together to make it successful for 2025? Now, again, your girl's not always serious, but I had to jump on here and take care of this matter because this is of urgency. So in 2025, if you don't see the things that happen that you want to have happen, you need to first be specific and measure those things and check your mindset. New year, new mindset. Know better, do better, and you'll respond better, is all I have to say about that. I'll see you all in 2025. Have a good new year.